We're talking about squares and square roots today. Here we go. What's a square? Well, a square is a special shape because all of its sides are equal. And that's what keeps it different from a rectangle. Now, a square can be a rectangle, but a rectangle isn't necessarily a square. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10 on this side, and it's 10 on this side. And when we find area, it's length times width. And my length and my width are the same exact number, so it's going to be 10 times 10, and if you remember your exponent rules, that's 10 squared, which is 100. Okay, let's look. Can you draw a square out of 2 units? Okay, so I'm up here, and I'm going to outline 2 squares, 2 units. Is that a square? No. How about if maybe I went the wrong direction? What if I go this way? Is that a square? No, that's a rectangle because it's not even on both sides. Can we do it with 3 units? 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Maybe I need to do 1, 2, 3. There's 3. Nope, that looks like an L. So 3's out. How about 4 units? Oh, 4 units works well because it's 2 by 2. 2 squared. Okay. Can we draw a square with 3 units? We said no. 4 units? We can. 5 units? Well, 1, 2, 3. Nope. 5's going to give me an odd shape. 6 is going to give me a rectangle. All right, let's see what else we have. How many little squares are in each of the shapes? In this shape, there are 9 squares. It is a 3 by 3. 3 squared is also what number? 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16. And this is 4 by 4. 4 squared. Isn't that 16? 5 by 5 is going to give me 25, and 6 by 6 is going to give me 36. Numbers like 9, 16, and 25 are called perfect squares because you can make a square with those units. So if I have 9 units, I can make a square. If I use 16 units, I can make a square. Look at these numbers. Which ones are perfect squares? I'll give you a second to kind of identify a few. Okay. We have 1 because if I just do 1 unit, it's the same on all sides. 2 we said didn't work. 3 didn't work. 4 we know worked. We know 9 works. We know 16 works. I'm going to give you a hint. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 4 is 16. So now we're 5 times 5, 25. 6 times 6, 36. 7 times 7, 49. 8 times 8, 64. 9 times 9, 81. 10 times 10 is 100. Those are all the perfect squares between 1 and 100. Not many of them. Okay, squaring a number. 10 squared means 10 times 10, which is 100. And we reviewed that the other day when we did exponent rules. Okay, this is my exponent. This is my base. Just a quick reminder. The exponent tells me how many times I'm going to write my base, and then the operation is multiplication. Square roots. What does this mean? Square roots is kind of like the opposite of squaring. The opposite of adding is subtracting. The opposite of multiplying is dividing. Well, the opposite of squaring is square rooting. Okay, this is red. Ooh. Oh. As the square root of 81. Let me get my eraser. It didn't erase all the way. Square root of 81. This here is the square root symbol. And this are how big are the sides of my square if I use 81 units. How big are they? Take a moment to think about it. And hopefully you said the square is 9. Hopefully you said 9. Okay, if I mark out 81 squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on this side. 9 by 9. Square root of 100 means I have a square with 100 little squares inside, and the sides must be what? So if I have 100 of those little squares, the length and the width must each be what? If you need to make a sketch, go ahead and do that. The answer is 10. If I have 100 little squares, then both of the sides have to be 10, and that's because 10 times 10 is 100. Okay, we need to match the square roots with their squares. Square root is going backwards. So I find it helpful to make a cheat sheet. And this is what I do. I do 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, 5 squared is 25, 6 squared is 36, 7 squared is 49, 8 squared is 64, 9 squared is 81, 10 squared is 100. Okay, so 36, I'm going to find 36 on my sheet, and it's 6 squared. So the square root of 36 is 6. Square root of 36 is 6. Okay, so we're going to draw a little line. It goes with that one. Okay, 25. I found 25 on my chart. When I look above, 25 is really 5 squared. So that's going to be 5. Okay, use our cheat sheet and see if you can continue the answers. All right, I'm back. Here we go. 16 should be 4. The square root of 81 should be 9. The square root of 64 should be 8. The square root of 1 is 1. The square root of 4 is 2. The square root of 100 is 10. The square root of 9 is 3. The square root of 49 is 7. I hope you got those right. You're going to practice some more of those today.